What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Red Bull Road to Glory series. We're back here in Austria for part 2 of this weekend. Today, we're going to do the actual race, 25 laps around the Red Bull Ring. We finished 9th yesterday, so of course that's where we'll be starting for today, just outside of the points yesterday, but we will be starting inside the points for this race. And yeah, let's jump straight into it.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Sainz, Norris, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Taylor, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sargent, Stroll, Verstappen, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And with me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Taylor. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Alright, well, here we are in the car ready for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. So Daniel and Max, of course, former teammates, taking penalties, lining up on the back row. Not sure what all that's about, but with Checo starting way higher up than Max, that is going to leave him in an awkward position for the championship fight. So Checo will want to be finishing as high as he can, and so will we. So let's jump straight into this formation lap and get these tires all warmed up.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out.
So only Ocon, Sargent, and Ricciardo not starting on the softs, Ocon on the mediums, and then Sargent and Ricciardo on the hards.
So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong?
Hopefully we don't have it horribly wrong, and hopefully neither does Daniel. He's going to be looking to go longer on those hard tires, I would assume, but the AI also are a bit wacky in this game sometimes, so maybe he'll pit with the soft runners, as we've seen before. As he lines up on the back row alongside Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Green flag waves. 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go here in Austria. And just as we did yesterday, we're going to get a better start than Fernando Alonso. Oof. Initially off the line, but then into turn 1, my line was very compromised. So we've dropped down to 11th place now. So we're going to get a better run on Oscar Piastri and the McLaren there. Can we hook this up around the outside? No, he's just going to slam the door on me, and that was very good defending from the young rookie there.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
So Leclerc leads the field alongside Hamilton. As our pace is not nearly as quick as it was yesterday in the wet.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
DRS now enabled, and I'm going to get it up this first straight here. Of course, 3 DRS zones in a row on this track. Very, very useful. So I thought about sending one up the inside of the McLaren there. I just thought twice about it, as I've been using way too much energy over the past few laps here at the start of the race. So we go purple in the first sector here on lap 3. And right now I am just waiting for Oscar Piastri to try to make a move on Zhou in the Alfa Romeo there, as Bottas moves up past, I think that's an Aston Martin. It is the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso, and both Alfa Romeos now getting passed, as we're going to look for a move on Oscar Piastri. We're going to have the outside, which is usually the line you would want into this corner, but I go just a little wide. And now both Alfa Romeos up into 8th and 7th, so very, very good from them. But now Alonso's going to go back past Zhou. They're going to go side by side into the last corner. Don't see that very often. Piastri just had to slam on the brakes there. That Mercedes engine is just so powerful down these straights. And I didn't want to go for it as I didn't even see Pierre Gasly there in the Alpine in my mirrors. Here comes Gasly once again. What a dirty move from the Alpine there. That was not extremely great driving from him, but he's still going to try to go around the outside of me. But I'm gonna say no, thank you. Just look at Leclerc, just so much confidence after winning these past races. Look at how far ahead he is already here on lap 5. So actually, I'm going to... Here's my camera settings, by the way, for cockpit view, if anybody wants them. I'm going to turn this halo column off again. Here we go. I had it on earlier for... I was doing a time trial earlier. Not around this track, but... And I just had it on for that. So I'm just waiting behind the McLaren here, trying to get a move done. I'm waiting for him to make a move on Zhou, so that I can get an opportunity. I've had a few already, but the Alpine has caught me out.
Teammate by 4.1 seconds.
So our box lap is lap 11. I'm going to down the front wing just a little bit, to give us maybe just a little more speed. Actually, I'm gonna extend a little bit on this stint if I can. Or maybe an undercut is in order here to get past Piastri and Joe. So here goes Piastri on Joe. Ooh, down in turn 9. And they're gonna go side by side once again, just like Fernando Alonso did with Joe, but Joe's just gonna hang on to the position. And that is not gonna give Oscar Piastri DRS on the Alfa Romeo. And that could be my opportunity as I just tapped the back of Joe there. There's a whole lot of contact going on. I just have to lift so I don't go into the back of Guan Yu Zhou there. And here comes Oscar Piastri. I'm gonna let this play itself out, because there's a whole bunch of contact. As here comes Max Verstappen, and Albon and Gasly are gonna get past me now. I think I left far too much room. I turned proximity arrows back on, just because I cannot look in these mirrors like that, having to turn my head. I can when I'm driving on the TV pod, but no way in cockpit view. So I need to get back and catch up to Oscar Piastri and Joe once again. So Max Verstappen's right behind me, making up places here at the start of this race. And of course my fight is not really with him. So we get a good exit out of the final corner.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
I'm not going to give it up without a fight. Here he comes up the inside. Can I hold on to the position or should I just let him go? Well, he's going to pull a Leclerc 2019 on me and force me off the track with some wheel contact. Don't know if he locked up there, but that was not the best display of racing from Max Verstappen. So let's take a look at that move that Max Verstappen made on me. I was just harvesting some energy here. He's got DRS wide open, as well as do I. He's gonna go up the inside on me, and I go a little bit wide, and then he just a little bit of wheel banging as he Charles Leclerc to me, just as they did in 2019, and that was a move. That was a move, let's say. The Haas of Nico Hulkenberg also managed to get by me here, and now all my confidence is just going. So here comes Lance Stroll in that Aston Martin, as we're gonna go side by side, but he gets past me down to the final corner. And then our teammate Ricardo also looking for a move as we were just dropping place after place after place. At one point in this race, looking like we might score a point or two behind Piastri. So I was all out of shape there in the first corner, and here comes Daniel Ricciardo, and that's going to put us down to the 18th place. So I'm going to pit at the end of this lap, see if I can get an undercut done, a massive undercut. It's not crazy powerful around here.
Information on Ocon, they've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow.
Looks like Esteban Ocon having an issue with his car.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Alright, let's do this then. Hoping to get a good stop from the boys here in the pit lane. Don't want to get a penalty in the pit lane. So here we go, down, of course, finishing 9th last year. So all the way to the end of the pit lane.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
as now I'm just going to do a qualifying lap from here. So it looks like already that we're going to be ahead of the others. Ricardo gets past Esteban Ocon there, I can see on the map. Now everybody else is going to come into the pit lane. And hopefully some people will get held up there in the pit lane. See if this was good enough for us to make up some places.
Gap ahead is 13.2 seconds.
So we are in 19th position now. And we'll see where everything else settles down when the rest of the drivers pit. But I believe this is where we're going to stay.
The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
So our pace has fallen off massively here at the Red Bull Ring. So hard break for us. It doesn't look like points will be on the board today. Especially if I keep making little mistakes like that as Daniel.
Gap to the car behind, 2.6 seconds.
Daniel's coming into box and we will be ahead of him. And we will stay down lower in the field, but how low? Just going to use all the track there on the exit, all the curb.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 12.4 seconds.
So that is going to promote us up to 15. Now I'm going to try to gain some time on the cars ahead, especially with the concertining up. It's going to be happening since they're in a train there. Hopefully to sneak into DRS range. So my tires are now fully up to temperature. So Max Verstappen already up in 9th place now into the points. So we're a little over halfway in this race. As Charles Leclerc leads from Sergio Perez. And then Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari is 3rd. Followed by the 2 Mercedes. And then Lando Norris in the McLaren. So I don't want to push too hard. But I think I got all offline in some of these corners in the start of this race. And that allowed a lot of other cars to just go past me. Seemed like a cakewalk for them as we got yellow flags out. Someone's got issues. So I believe it's a car behind me. And it's a Haas. It is a Haas. It's the Haas of Kevin Magnussen.
On Magnussen for you. Okay, they're out of this race.
Kevin Magnussen, K-Mag, now out of this race. And he wasn't running the best race, being honest. As Lance Stroll now has put himself up within a second of me, which means he will have DRS. He's been gaining on me steadily for the past few laps. He's got Hulkenberg right behind him. Just a kick oversteer out of the first corner there. can see the concertina effect really taking effect there in front on Gasly. Then through these other corners, they're just gaining so much. Stroll is now closer than ever to us. I'm going to want the inside line for this. He's going to go to the outside. Which way is he going to go? I kind of positioned my car perfectly there. And here he comes.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
I think I was ahead going into the DRS zone. Yes, I was. Here he comes. And he is going to zoom right on past me. Ooh, as I just give him a little love tap in the back there. Shoot. And now that's going to put us out of position to catch Gasly and Albon ahead. And this is pretty much race over for us now. Looks like I could stay with him. Nico Hülkenberg behind us as well. That train ahead, I was really gaining on them, and now I'm not because of Stroll. As I was in the wrong gear there, what a stupid mistake from me. As Hülkenberg sails on past. We're gonna go to the outside. Give it everything we can. And we are going to be passed. As now we're coming up to the back of this train with 4 and a bit laps to go. And now this could allow me to make some cheeky overtakes. Maybe sneak a 14th or even 13th. Here at the end of this race.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
So here they go, up into turn 1. That's going to compromise their exit. That's going to let us sail past Lance Stroll and the Alpine of Pierre Gasly. Because we're going to accidentally send it up on Alex Albon, and that is going to get us through to P12 with a bit of DRS for help. Okay, gosh, he is right all over my gearbox. So we're back where we were at the start of this race, just behind Joe and Piastri, duking it out for the final points position. Bottas, I believe, up in 8th. So that's going to be good for Alfa Romeo, but not good for us, to help us in our chances with our fight with them. With Alfa Romeo.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
We start the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix here. Here comes Albon. Stroll a bit further back. Duke it out with Hülkenberg and Gasly fighting there as well. So Albon's going to soar past us. But are we going to soar back past him? Not down into turn 4, we're not. Just got no grip on these tires. maybe we could try to get back past him into turn 1, 3, or 4 on this final lap here at the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix. We've run a good race. Maybe we could have had some points if we didn't screw up at the start. So we're going to tuck into the slipstream here
The final lap of the race. Final lap.
of the Williams. So it's going to compromise our exit out of turn 1. And that looks like game over for us. Alex Albon is going to sneak past us on the last lap and get by, keep his position, unfortunately. As Charles Leclerc wins once again for Ferrari, just as he did in 2022. Absolute masterclass from Leclerc. We're just going to try to hold on to these final corners. So heartbreak for us and heartbreak for the team. There's no points scored today. But that is going to be a P13, and that is a hefty whack to the face with our pace there.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Max Verstappen getting driver of the day, of course. I think he finished 5th or 6th. One of the two.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
All right, well, Charles Leclerc finishing first there. Celebrating with Perez and Russell joining him on the podium. So celebrations for Ferrari once again as they bring the title hunt closer to Red Bull, Max Verstappen and to Checo Perez. So the champagne sprays once again.
Let's see how the driver standings have changed. Sergio Perez takes the position of points leader in the Drivers' Championship. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
Let's move on to the constructors. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there you go. Charles Leclerc winning the sprint and the race. Max Verstappen coming home to finish, where he finished 7th from 19th on the grid. So a good effort from him. And yeah, that was a very interesting race. Our pace is definitely, we need some work on the car, but hopefully next time out in Silverstone we'll have a lot more pace. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we are going to be 13th in the standings because Valtteri Bottas scored a 9th place in the race today, and that is going to kick them up by 2 points on us, up into 7th place, as Haas and Williams still yet to score points, so still got a lot of work to do. 3 drivers now in the title hunt, so see how that plays out. But thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.